Ryan Johnson! Ryan, how are you doing? I have got very bad news for you, my friend. You may want to watch my video once it uploads. Is this thing on? Welcome back to Big Mouth, and fancy seeing you here, and you are very welcome, my friends, and especially my enemies. Come in, sit down, because fellow Star Wars fans, it's really exciting, because Bob Iger has just confirmed to the press that the next Star Wars film after The Rise of Skywalker will be from beinoff and weise. Yes, they're doing a trilogy, and the next Star Wars film will be theirs, not Rian Johnson. So that begs the question, Rian Johnson, what's going on with your Star Wars films? What's going on? Look, I think we've all known for a long time, most probably, I'll say with bated breath just in case I'm made to look a fool, and someone does those editorial videos where they've got me saying stuff that don't come true, which will happen one day, I'm sure. But it does look like Rian Johnson's trilogy isn't happening, but it's very good news. It's not very shocking to me that beinoff and Weise's Star Wars film is the next one they're doing. Listen, I know they must be really trending this week with kind of the divisive and toxic opinions about Game of Thrones as well. Personally, I think they're really intelligent men. I think they're really intelligent writers, and I'm glad they're involved with Star Wars. I think it was a great move by Kathleen Kennedy. Yes, I know. I have issues with Kathleen Kennedy as well. This isn't a Kathleen Kennedy love fest, by the way. But I'm excited because I want to see what these guys can do with Star Wars. I think, as I say, I think they're great writers, and I think this is really, really exciting. First of all, we don't have to worry for this moment in time about a Rian Johnson Star Wars film because, as I've said before, the way I look at The Last Jedi, it's just a very underwhelming film. Nothing more than that. It's not terrible. It's not great. It's just It's just a shoulder shrug. Oh, is that it? And then you leave the cinema and you go home. I wasn't angry about it. I just wasn't very excited about it. So obviously, look, what kind of film are beinoff and weise going to give us? Let's stop talking about Rian Johnson. That's boring, isn't it? I mean, their film is the next one. So what are they going to do? I've said this in a video to you guys before. I think they're really good adapters. A lot of people call them fan fiction writers, which I think is a little bit unfair and a little bit unkind. And whether you like what they do or not, they do it. They're really good writers, and they do look at depth and fleshing out characters. Look, even if you don't like this season of Game of Thrones, you must admit what they've done in the previous seasons has been amazing. They're talented guys. Get excited. So what they're going to do, I believe if they have any sense, they will adapt something. They'll adapt a Star Wars novel or Star Wars fan fiction or something from the comics. I think that's what they're good. They're really good at taking somebody else's story and making it something even better than it already was originally. So I think this is awesome. I'm so happy. So that film will be releasing in 2022. So we've got a lot of time to talk about it. But what do you think, you guys? What do you want beinoff and weise to do? Are you happy about this? Are you angry about this? I'm personally really excited about this. But just because I'm excited about this doesn't mean that you have to be excited about this. Let me know your true opinions without saying you're ugly or you've got thick eyebrows or you've got a lump on your head or I don't like you wearing the same top all the time. Expand yourselves. Just give me your opinions. I don't attack opposite opinions, nor should you. This is the problem with pop culture right now. Nobody else can accept how someone feels about something. I'm excited about this, but you don't have to. I think beinoff and weise are really good writers, but there's something. This is very interesting. This is where Rian Johnson may come in. Don't forget, beinoff and weise are not directors. They're writers. Who's going to direct beinoff and weise's trilogy? This is actually something. This is actually something none of you have thought about. Admit it. What if Rian Johnson directs these films? Oh, this could be the compromise. Honestly, this is what's so great about not scripting, saying everything's improvised. That's why you should subscribe to me and tell your friends to subscribe to me, because I just say whatever comes next. But no, this is a really valid point. They're not directors, beinoff and weise. Rian Johnson's going to direct this trilogy, isn't it? This is nuts. And I will click the right bit. Oh, I'm going to stay for a little bit longer. This is just crazy though, isn't it? It really is, because it's never entered my head before, because I don't think any of us have thought about it. who, you know, I mean, they could get one of their friends from Game of Thrones to direct it, but I don't think their pull's that strong right now. And I think there won't be. I've thought about this now since the idea's come to my head. And I do feel that a compromise is here. This is Hollywood. This is what they do. They fail upwards. And I believe, yes, this is my prediction, and let's see if it happens. This trilogy by Beinoff and Weise will be directed by Rian Johnson. Let's see how that develops.